Alright, let's have an honest moment here. Black Panther, or BP, as we cool kids like to call him, was clearly designed with mouse and keyboard players in mind. I mean, the precision, the fluidity. It's like poetry in motion when you're clicking away on your fancy gaming setup. But let's be real, console players are out here making it work. And not just work, shine. In my humble opinion, BP is one of the most fun heroes to play in Marvel Rivals, no matter your platform. There's just something so satisfying about zooming around the battlefield, making your enemies panic as they try and fail to keep up with you. But let me tell you, getting good at console BP and improving in the game overall, it's not some overnight magical process. Nope. The secret is the same as it's always been. Practice. Lots of it. And I'm not talking about that one match a week kind of practice. I mean the grind. The late night sessions where you're running drills like you're training for the Wakandan Olympics. Of course, it's not always going to be sunshine, rainbows, and MVP screens. BP's playstyle isn't for the faint of heart. But here's a little nugget of wisdom for you. If you're playing BP and you force the enemy team to swap out their Namor, Thing, or Wanda, you're crushing it. Like, pat yourself on the back level crushing it? Forcing swaps like that, it's a massive win for your team. But here's the catch. Once you've done your job and made them swap, it might be time to consider swapping yourself. It's all about adapting to the flow of the game. Now, if it's not time to swap, you've got one job. Keep racking up those picks and keep the enemy team distracted by your rampage. BP is all about chaos. You're the embodiment of controlled destruction. So go out there and make them regret every decision they've ever made. But let's talk strategy. BP excels in 1 versus 1s. Duelists? Strategists? They've got nothing on you. However, and this is a big however, don't just blow all your abilities in one go. That's rookie stuff. BP's effectiveness comes from a careful mix of melee strikes and ability usage. Think of it like a rhythm game. You need to weave in those melee hits to keep your flow going. Oh, and don't be afraid to double mark your enemy. I know some people will tell you it's a waste of energy, but let me tell you, if you're on console, that burst damage is worth every ounce of energy for the kill. Speaking of energy, let's talk about one of BP's most unique mechanics. The lower your HP, the more damage you deal. Yeah, you heard me right. So, while everyone else is out here panicking about their health bars, BP thrives in the danger zone, letting your HP drop a bit. It's not just brave, it's strategic. It's like Wakandan mathematics. Less health equals more power. Your dashes become terrifying, your enemies start sweating, and suddenly, you're the unstoppable force they can't contain. Now don't get me wrong, BP is a solo playmaker, but that doesn't mean you should ignore your team. If you notice your squad absolutely wrecking the enemy, don't hang back like you're too cool to join in. Get in there. BP has frontline potential when the stars align. If the enemy is staggering, you can be the nail in their coffin. Plus, nothing feels better than smashing through the opposition with your team at your back. But timing is everything. You've got to pick your moments. Going frontline when the enemy team is fully stacked and ready to counter you? That's not bravery, that's feeding. But if you see a chance to stagger them and keep them on the back foot, BP can absolutely step up as a frontline hero. Finally, let's not forget the most important part. Have fun. BP's kit is a roller coaster of mobility, power, and chaos. Embrace the unpredictability. Enjoy the thrill of zooming into fights, outplaying your enemies, and carrying your team to victory. Whether you're forcing swaps, picking off duelists, or leading the charge, BP is a hero that rewards creativity and adaptability. So, the next time you hit the battlefield, channel your inner Wakandan warrior. Play smart, practice hard, and don't be afraid to take a few risks. After all, fortune favors the bold. And in Marvel Rivals, BP is the boldest of them all.